Well, hi Aquarius! Welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It is time for your weekly reading. I've shuffled these cards very well. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be the center card in the first part of the reading. So if you feel compelled, please like and subscribe. Otherwise, let's just get started. Let's find out what you need to know coming up in your life, Aquarius. Whoa, Aquarius. Oh, what do you need to know coming up in your life? Any advice is always welcome for Aquarius. Okay, let's see what we have. Okay, I'm going to put them down in the same order that they came out of the deck for Aquarius. The overall energy is the Eight of Pentacles. That's about focusing, building, and working on your future, on yourself, on your job. Well, I have almost all the cards I need for the second part of your reading, too. So, the overall energy is the Eight of Pentacles. So this is what we're talking about. You know, you're working, you're building, you're focusing on your future. This could be with someone else or just by yourself. But that's where your head's at, is like, what does the future look like? How am I going to build, or work together to build a future with someone? But let me keep reading, get a lot more information. Up here in your highest energy, Aquarius, is the Empress. Now, all cards are male or female. The Empress here is in your highest energy. So, this is your energy. This can be the card for Libra or Taurus, one of those might be strong in your chart or in someone else's chart around this reading. But this is all about being a beautiful person inside. I mean, just very kind and honest and trustworthy and generous and loving and just all these great qualities you have as just being you. This card can symbolize that you're a good parent. It can symbolize pregnancy too. So, but it does absolutely signify the person that you are inside. So you deserve good things. You're the Empress. When you're the Empress, you deserve, if you're going to move forward with somebody, like build pentacles with somebody and moving forward, make sure they have a lot of those same qualities, so that the relationship will last for a very long time. I have the Queen of Cups next to the Empress and right above the Eight of Pentacles. This is another place your head is at. It's about love. How are you going to recognize love? This is the only cup in the deck with a lid on it. There's little windows all the way around that cup. Hold it close so you can kind of see it. And what the Queen here is trying to do is get answers to love questions, because that cup is full of answers. This is water, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer that might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But yeah, your head is kind of you're thinking about building the future. You're wondering about love. Is love coming in for you? Are you going to be moving forward on your own? Are you going to be moving forward with someone in your life that you can love? I feel like, that's basically where your head is at if this is your reading. If it is not your reading, I would check your moon sign, which is your private emotional self, or maybe get a private reading from somebody that you trust. I have the Two of Wands next to the Queen of Cups. There you are, on your own again. And you're holding onto a staff of fresh starts and new beginnings with one hand, and you're holding the World with the other hand. So you're contemplating moving forward. And that's exactly what you're doing. And you're kind of wondering what this new life cycle will look like if you were to move forward. I think you're ready to move forward and you want to move forward. I really feel like you want someone in your life, though. If this is your reading, I don't know that you have somebody in your life at the moment. I have the Justice card under the Empress and right next to the Eight of Pentacles. This is the card for Libra, so Libra might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But you're in self-defense type mode. You got your sword up. You're very balanced. You're very balanced right now. Even if you've been thrown off balance, you're getting it back together. This is like self-justice. And you're going to move forth with your sword up. You are going to be seeking someone who has the qualities that you desire as a long-term person in your life if you move forward with someone. In the meantime, you're focusing on just building your own pentacles. You're getting tired of it, though. I think you're getting tired of doing this on your own. That's what it really feels like. I got the Nine of Wands. So that staff is actually holding you up. That's a staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. And look at all of them. I mean, you may have had in your life. But I feel like being under that Two of Wands and next to the Eight of Pentacles, you would really want somebody to move forward with, to build a future with, and someone that you can stay with, who you can love. I have the Four of Cups under the Justice card. Yeah, your sword's up and you're trying to stay balanced. You won't accept any cup that comes in. You're going to be very careful about accepting the right cup to move forward with. And that's what you're doing here. So it's not like any cup that comes forward, you're just going to reach out and grab, because you know there's a lot of cups out there. Okay? So this is where your head's at. You are on guard about these cups that come in. I have the Five of Pentacles next to the Four of Cups and under the Eight of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles, you've spent time on your own. You've actually probably been disregarded or, left, abandoned or left. This is a card of loneliness. This is a card of feeling rejected. So I feel like you have had an experience that puts you in this place of spending all this time alone, getting yourself back together, focusing on your own future, your own pentacles, and you're tired of being alone, so now you're getting ready to move forward. Well, guess what? I have the Wheel of Fortune right next to the Five of Pentacles and right under the Nine of Wands. The universe is getting involved. Guess what? That wheel's turning. This is wheel for the better. It always turns for the better, and it's trying to help you move forward. And that's exactly what you're getting ready to do. That's exactly what you want to do here. Wow. And you really want to move forward with someone. I can see that. I think you're tired of just doing it all on your own. You really want that special soulmate to come in. Oh my gosh, there is an offer coming in. I need one more card. Aquarius, and there it is. Oh my gosh. Okay. I have the Three of Swords. Yeah, you were getting over a broken heart. Could have been a third-party situation. Either way, your heart was broken. And that's, why you spent time alone. That's why you decided to focus on your own pentacles and why you had to get rebalanced. And now that your sword is up, okay? So the Three of Swords, see that rain? Those are tears. It's a broken heart you had to recover from. I have the King of Wands right next to the Three of Swords. This is fire. That would be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. That might be strong in your chart or in someone else's around this reading. The energy up on your highest energy line here is you are ready to move forward. You're holding that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings with one hand, and your hand is on the hip with the other hand. You've got both these. You really do want to move forward, but you're not really in either one of these cards. You want to move forward with somebody to love in this reading. You're waiting for that special offer to come in. The Knight of Cups, that sincere love offer. And it is coming in. I can looking forward on these cards, and I'm like, yeah, it's coming in. You may not know it at first, but it's coming in. So this is the Knight of Cups, and that is a very sincere love offer. This is what you're waiting for. They're a soulmate. They're a very special soulmate. There's going to be a very strong connection between the two of you when this happens, when this offer comes in. Instant connection. See, 7? This card has lots of love, lots of joy, and union between two people. It can be a card for marriage. You might end up marrying this person who's coming in with this love offer. Now, I have the Page of Cups. And at first, see, this is your sword's up. You're going to make sure that they are not offering you one of these cups. They're not, because I have the Knight of Cups there. But you're going to make sure of it, no matter what kind of connection there is. You're going to make sure that their cup is not already half full of something else. And in this case, it's a fish. This can be a card for Pisces. Pisces could be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But the Page of Cups is right next to the Seven of Cups. It's just another one of these cups. That's all it is. And that's what you're going to be very careful about when this offer comes in. That Knight of Cups is right above the Seven of Cups. So, your sword is up. You're trying to stay balanced. You want a future with someone, but the right someone that you can share your love with. And when this cup comes in, they are a really strong soulmate. So, here you are on guard, and you're going to make sure that they are sincere, that they are what you're looking for. I have the Knight of Swords right under the Four of Wands and right next to the Wheel of Fortune. This is a very actionable card. So you're taking action, yeah. It's a strong connection, but you're going to seek the truth and the clarity about this connection. Just like I said, you're going to make sure, and you're going to ask the questions that you need to ask and take the time that you need to take in order to be sure that this is the right cup for you in moving forward. It's like the universe is bringing them in, but you're going to still make darn sure they're the right ones. I have the Queen of Pentacles right next to the Knight of Swords and under the Page of Cups. The Queen of Swords, this is something that you're going to try to make sure of too, is that they have a pentacle. Because you're looking for something committed, long-term, solid, secure, stable. And this is the second biggest pentacle in the whole deck. This is Earth. That would be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. That might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But yeah, you're going to make sure that they have a pentacle because you know what? Look at all the pentacles you already have. And they better have a pentacle. And look what I got. This is like the outcome or the end of the reading. This is the Hierophant. This is a card right next to the Queen of Pentacles for Taurus, which is an earth sign. So someone may have Taurus in their chart, and that starts with Taurus, Libra, or Taurus up here with the Empress. Well, the Hierophant, this is about traditional values, traditional morals. It's about security, stability, groundedness. This is a very spiritual card about marriage again. You have two cards of marriage in this reading. There is an offer coming in. Right now, you're wondering if there ever will be, if the right person is ever going to come along. You're just keeping your nose to the grindstone, and you're working on your pentacles. And you really do. You dream about moving forward with the right person, and they're coming in. Wow. Let's take out a guardian angel card for you for this reading. The readings don't go past 6 months. So I'm saying this is all happening within 6 months. That offer will be coming in. The universe, you can't fight the universe. That Wheel of Fortune, you cannot fight it. And you're caught up in it already. Okay, let's find out what your guardian angels have to say about this. The right card. Glasses. Out there. It's the messenger of action. Now, I'm going to read this card to you. Something new and exciting related to creativity or your career comes to your attention. You feel an eagerness to learn and you're ready to get going, although you feel insecure. Do it anyway. This card represents someone in your life, or maybe you, who is creative, enthusiastic, and fascinated by life, and who wants to try everything. You know, you might meet this person through your work somehow after reading that card. Lovely. This is your reading, Aquarius, and thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.